Next up is Rage Cavern. What a fitting name for something that made me want to defenestrate my console. There's no puzzle here, and the cave itself is actually pretty linear. It just feels more complex because there are a few dead-end offshoots here and there. Going off script, you've probably noticed how I'm speeding up the footage. I'm actually cutting out as much as I can here. This is so that I don't bore you with the endless loading screens. Combine that with the high encounter rate though, and this place just becomes a test of your patience. Crap! Damn it! Okay, you know what? If you're gonna give me an encounter every 10 steps, the least you could do is make some decent music. Screw this, I'm playing my own. Because if it's gonna be EDM, then I'm gonna play some good EDM. Before you ask, it's Shock Rocker by Mayhem. Not that one. Plot!
So this is the cause of that huge Digimon signature.
So now you guys are gonna be like, holy shit, I've seen him before! Well, that brings our episode maximum to 36. Or rather, it would if it weren't for one teensy little problem. Well, that delusion was fun while it lasted. See, Belphegor was formed in the show from Kurata, who happened to find and hatch his Digi-Egg, and then he started feeding it to make it super powerful. In the game, however, he was formed from kidnapping a child and fusing him with a code key containing Belphegor data. Somehow. So, the game, despite using the show's characters and setting, cannot exist in that setting. So let me ask you this. What is the point of using the Data Squad setting? What, you thought that a Digimon game needed brand recognition? A game with Digimon in the title? Why can't you do anything right, Data Squad? Also, hang on a sec. Belphegor? As in Belphegor? Well, where's your toilet there, big guy? Maybe that's why he's so pissed. He's just really constipated. And that is the poop joke checked off the list. But seriously though, how many of us were paying attention in our demonology courses back in Sunday school? Anybody? No? Then I bet none of you care who the 7 demon lords are based on.
Even if 2 of them are wrong.
But screw you, this is my rant, so I'm gonna talk about them anyway. Skip to this time code if you don't want to bother. Otherwise, here we go. So, the 7 great demon lords are based off the demons that represent the 7 deadly sins. We've already seen Belphegor and Satan, representing sloth and wrath respectively. There's also, of course, Lucifer, representing pride, Beelzebub, representing gluttony, Leviathan, representing envy, and then we get to the 2 that are wrong. See, the actual demons of greed and lust are Mammon and Asmodeus. Bet the D&D fans are really confused right now. However, for some reason, the idiots who came up with the Digimon decided to base them off the demon Barbados for greed, and then the walking nightmare of classification and apocrypha that is Lilith. I'd rather not get into it right now, this whole subject is a giant rabbit hole, but the point is, she's our demon lord of lust for this series, which kind of makes sense, especially since her design basically reads like what would happen if you collapsed Rule 34 into a single Digimon, but Barbamon makes no damn sense, since he's based on a demon that can see the future and talk to animals. Yeah, he'll lead people to treasures, but only those that have been hidden by magicians. This isn't fantasy stuff, by the way. This is the actual classification of Barbados. Long story, Google the Lesser Key of Solomon, and be horribly confused. What, were you afraid of offending the 60-year-old rabbis who actually study this stuff if you actually had a Digimon named after a great demon? Wait, too late, you already has Beelzemon and Lucemon, so that's completely screwed. I suppose I should get back to the game, shouldn't I? God damn it. Now, this fight should actually be really hard without grinding. Belphegor has well over double the HP of Myotismon back in the forest. On top of that, he does around 200 damage, which is easily a third or even half your HP by this point, unless you've really done some hardcore grinding. This fight would be really hard if all the demon lords weren't NSO. See, Because the game already gave the game away about NSO being weak to VB, you can quickly figure out that for massive damage, you could just throw a VB enchant onto Agumon, make sure he's digivolved into something nice and strong, so probably Growlmon or Greymon, then give a weak attack buff from Galmon onto Agumon, which doubles damage when you're hitting a weakness, and wha-bam! He dead, yo! These buffs are actually really stupidly powerful and clearly not meant to stack on top of each other like they do in the game. This is going to be a running theme that this game has, and it's all thanks to the fact that every single Demon Lord is an NSO. So anyway, the idiots beat up Belphemon and out pops a kid and a keycard with some weird symbols on them. The source of those symbols is somehow weirder than the Lesser Key of Solomon thing, but I'd rather not get into that right now. And as the kid babbles on about how lazy and carefree he is, suddenly...
Nice going, Beelmon!
I didn't think it was possible for this game to introduce a character I could hate more than Thomas. But then... this guy. Okay. Maybe I should actually explain what I'm on about with these characters. See, Marcus is a thick-headed man's man who just grates as he tries to show he's the best. Ino is a foil to Marcus's antics, and as such only amplifies his dumbassery. And then there's Thomas, the smarty pants who is always right and always knows what to do. He's like Izzy, if Izzy was a prick. And then there's Kosaburo Katsura. Look at it. Look at it! Stare into the eye of madness like I have and feel the rage boil! Okay, most of you are probably confused as to what he's doing, but there's a small chance you might be in the know about some weird internet stuff and are currently laughing your ass off because you're making the same connection I am. Keep in mind, this was 2007, which was a much more innocent time. Okay, to explain, the pose he's doing is known as the Haigure. Those of you who know Japanese are confused because that translates to leotard, but that's because it's named after a character from the movie Crayon Shin-chan, Action Mask vs. Leotard Devil, and you probably have already figured out why the pose is named that now. But the internet is an amazing place where horrible things happen to supposedly pure ideas, and over the past few years, the pose has become synonymous with a fetish for women wearing leotards or one-piece swimsuits who are forced in some way, usually hypnotized, into making that pose. Why do I know this? This is the pregnant rabbits all over again. This happened after this game was released, meaning that Kosaburo and Beelmon imitating the gesture is merely an oblique reference to a movie more than anything else, as hilarious as it is to think otherwise. But seriously, holy shit, is that one hell of an in-joke. Or it could just be a poorly animated suck my dick taunt, I guess. I'm choosing to believe the former option. So, Kosaburo and his Beelmon steal the card key and screw off, never to be seen again until you see him again and scream blood. Meanwhile, Daemon growls menacingly at a digital hazard symbol.
Opening.
That was the entire scene. How important? Head back to base and we have a flashback to another character who was invented for this game. Sonita brings in his resignation because he hurt someone with his Digimon. Never tells us what happened. He just hurt someone with his Digimon, and that's apparently all that matters. See, I'm very much a subscriber to Context is King, so I'd like to know what the hell happened. Oh, and then he disappears. Yeah, just poof, gone, even left a child behind. Oh, and he let his anger get the better of him, apparently. Hey, how many kids are missing again? 4 now? And there are 6 Demon Lords left, right? Well, I'm sure Wrath is occupied by one of the kids, right? Maybe Yuma? Nah, prob's not Yuma. Anyway, we unlock Keenan and Falcomon and get our next level, Mirage Mansion, museum. This place combines the crappy door puzzle of the forest with the linear maze of the cavern. Yay! And you know what that means. Random encounter time! This wouldn't be a problem if it weren't for the game's glacial pace with encounters. See, every turn, the camera makes this sweep of the battlefield purely to waste time. If I were a more cynical man, I'd say that was done so the game had time to calculate whose turn it is. Then, it takes a couple of seconds for either you to get to choose your action, or watch the enemy actually do anything. I mean, Digimon World 2 had a similarly slow pace, but it didn't feel like it was doing it on purpose. How hard is it to just code a turn-based combat system? God, why can't I be playing Legend of Dragoon right now? Skipping the cutscene expositing on the Demon Lords. Oh, what fresh hell is this? So we get a cutscene of Yuma being turned into Lilithmon. Oh my god, she's like 12! Who the hell at Bandai Namco said this was okay? Oh sure, they try to explain it as her longing for her parents' love, which so does not help your case! And just... Jesus Christ. Just end this cutscene and get the hell away from me. So, find Barbamon and fight him, which is only a BS fight because he has an attack that can one-hit KO your Digimon. Then again, this is the point where you have access to so many buffs that you can one-hit KO him as well. Kick his ass and save the kid, which turns out to be really greedy. I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. Speaking of patterns, Kusaburo comes to haunt me once more, taking her idiot's new card key and screwing off once more. Also, this little shit of a child!
What did you do with my money, old lady? In this world, I can do anything I want. The last thing I want to see is the face of some Cro-Magnon like you. Go away, shoot!
Back at base, we get a flashback of Yuma being called a monster girl because she has a Renamon friend. Aren't dads supposed to be suppressing the knowledge of Digimon? I mean, why do you have those memory erasers if you aren't suppressing the knowledge? Oh, it also turns out Sloth Boy and Greed Girl are a couple of kids mocking her. Shame that never becomes relevant. Also, given that there was an entire conflict about Christy potentially joining DATS over her digivolving a Beomon, why isn't Yuma a member of DATS considering she has a Renamon partner? You know, I just had a thought. Why is Yuma in this game? No, seriously, think about it. She's the little sister of a major character, she has a Digimon partner, and she's voiced by Michelle Ruff. Why isn't Christy in this game? You even put Beomon in the game, so why not give the plot some needed spice by making it Christy who gets kidnapped? Granted, Beomon being Christy's partner is playing fast and loose with the definition, but Yuma is so pointless a character that she can be written out of the plot entirely. Seriously, she gets kidnapped, gets saved, disappears for the rest of the second act, and then she joins the idiots about 3 levels away from the end, at which point she just fades into the background. Using Christy actually uses a major character from the season you are butchering to make this game. The only mention we get of Christy's Beomon is an offhand mention of, spoiler warning, his soul being broken by Marukimon, which... Is that what happened? Because I thought he was driven mad by retaining his memories of Christy. Also, how do you know what Marukimon did to Beomon? I guess Falcomon told you. So, given the writers clearly don't give a damn about continuity, it is a massive oversight on their part. Does anyone else see why this shouldn't be a Data Squad game? Am I just crazy? Why can't you do anything right, Data Squad? Our idiot's next stop is Lavela Silent, which has a puzzle. Get it right, and you open the barrier. Get it super right, and you unlock a portal where Darkdramon shoves his drill down your throat. Whoopsie! But hey, there's a Pandamon that gives you the answer if you answer his basic quiz. Yeah, I'll have 2 questions and our answer is a riddle. I hate riddles! I suck at them! Actually, the riddle is pretty simple. See, whatever Digimon was in your party when you enter the area is your code for the barrier. So if you change your party after that, you will be hopelessly confused. Anyway, Renamon is here. Because Yuma. She's the one who sent us to the horrible cutscene, the bitch. What made you think I wanted to see that, huh? So she decided to fight Lilithmon, got beat up for her troubles, and is desperate for help to get Yuma back. Don't worry, Foxy, I'll just one-shot her. When I get to her. Thankfully, the level is relatively short. Oh, and new battle music. Because reasons, I guess. Also, Renamon, how'd you get into the digital world? I only asked because they asked that to Saburo too. Not gonna explain? Okay, cool.
Please try, young man.
I would like to remind everyone that there is a below-age girl inside of this Digimon. So you fight Lilithmon. We are thankfully spared Yuma's lust-fueled ramblings, but not from Kusaburo. But this time, our idiots are ready for him.
Not so fast.
Yeah, you little shit! How dare you besmirch Biomon's good name? But then, Kusaburo pulls out a secret weapon. A Digivice! Oh, hell no! He's not gonna end up in my party, is he? Anyway, he digivolves Biomon into... Bergermon? Okay. Then why did Christie's Biomon digivolve into Aquilamon?
Aquilamon!
Why can't you do anything right, Data Squad? Back on track, we end up fighting Biomon, which... I just one-shot a Mega. What makes him think Bergermon will fare better? Actually, I joke, but this is probably the longest single boss battle that I have footage for. I keep one-shotting the other Mons. I don't have anything for Wingardium weakness. Still, he doesn't fare any better, and so Kusaburo screws off, this time without his card key, but not before Higuraing me.
Kusaburo! He got away again!
Oh my god, I could watch this all day. Pete's playing the damn game, that's for sure. Look at her go, it's just spinning and spinning. Oh my god. How does that even happen? How does you... Oh my god. Look at her spin, look at her spin. I could be playing Legend of Dragoon right now. And that's part 2 done and dusted. Want to watch part 3? Link is in the description. Or you could watch the mega cut of this. Also in the description. Or, you know, you could actually play the damn game. I wouldn't recommend it though. This is Maniac Kid 25. Signing out.